These are all the things that we need to get together to have the ice cream machine put together. So we're getting black O-rings together with the white plastic, putting the petroleum jelly on there to keep any air from leaking, putting it inside the piston chamber where the stuff is getting pumped in and out, the mix. This is part of the pump that's like prevents backflow from happening. And this is the stainless steel frame that goes around the pump. This is the back seal for the ice cream machine. The spline with some Vaseline around the back there. We're slipping this spine in using that one flight to slide straight back onto. Make sure they're facing the right directions. Make sure they have the springs in them. Make sure now
We
that we
are
got all the springs in place, and before the shaft gets put all the way through the back of the ice cream machine, we're gonna get that back seal ready and slipped over so we can push the shaft all the way through to the back so the teeth can get fitted in. The sprocket. So on the left hand side there is the thing that keeps the back seal from flying out. There's the air valve right there to get the air out. And there's a retaining clip right there. So what you're doing is turning it like 90 degrees to let the pin release. There we go. So there's the plate to keep the back seal from flying out. You don't overcrank this piece. And right above the fingers there's where the mix in will go on with a clamp. So there's the tightening that thing. And now we're getting the seals ready for the spigot that's in the front faceplate. It's a little bit of a tricky job, but so what we're doing here is you see the white seal around the circumference there and the white plastic thing in the middle. We're sliding it in there. That also has Vaseline to keep air from escaping. And we're putting the front plate on. Now, we got to make sure that that shaft is all the way in there. And then your front plate will go on. First the washers, then the nuts. The nuts are tightened with the handle from the ice cream machine. Make sure that they're not over tightened. You should barely be able to see a little bit of the thing coming out of the head there. So a little bit of the threads are showing when it's tightened enough. Now we put the foam on for insulation. Put the the skin over top of that, and then we push the spigot straight up. Now look at the top of the spigot and you'll see a small divot. Match this divot up with the divot on the handle for the ice cream machine. When you align these two things, that's where I'm pointing, the two divots, you'll slip in the pin, and the pin will keep the spigot in control. To your right there is a little button. Well, there we go, little spigot. Now what we're doing is we're putting the ice cream pump on, so we're getting the shaft, piston shaft up, so we can put the retaining pin in, connecting the air pressure in, 20 psi, making sure that was clean. The little orange cable there on the right hand side is just like a bypass mechanism. There's a little trip in there. the retainer for the air valve, wing nuts to keep the retainer on, doesn't have to be overly tight. Now it's ready to have the pump body put onto the pump. Make sure the little spinning nut's on there. Spin it around and make sure your holes are aligning at the top. The retaining pin will slip through there, and then make sure that you put on the clip